Sophie Turner's transition from Westeros royalty to gothic horror lead in The Dreadful has already drawn headlines, but it's her reunion with a former Game of Thrones co-star that's created the most unexpected buzz. The Dreadful is an upcoming British gothic horror film written and directed by Natasha Kermany and set during the 15th century's War of the Roses. The Dreadful follows Turner and her mother-in-law Morwen, Marcia Gay Harden, as they encounter someone from their past while living on the outskirts of society. Game of Thrones Kit Harington stars as Jargo, with Lawrence O'Farrane and Jonathan Howard also featuring. In January, the film was reportedly in post-production, although no release date has been announced. In an interview on Late Night with Seth Meyers, Sophie Turner revealed The Dreadful involved a bad moment in her career, as she had to film romantic scenes with Kit Harington, who formerly played her brother in Game of Thrones. As producer, Turner recommended Harington for the film without realizing he'd play her love interest. Check out her comments below. Turner admitted the concept of playing a love interest to Harington was uncomfortable, but it's such a good script that they decided to put it out of their minds. That being said, Turner recalled their first kissing scene, stating they were both retching. Like, really, it is vile. It was the worst. Another really bad moment in my career. What Sophie Turner's comments mean for The Dreadful. Sophie Turner as Sansa Stark in Game of Thrones. Sophie Turner and Kit Harington previously played siblings Sansa Stark and Jon Snow for 8 seasons of Game of Thrones, gaining notoriety in their roles. In fact, Turner even grew up on the show, having started Game of Thrones when she was just 15 years old. Consequently, many fans may find The Dreadful jarring, given the lead pair's famous roles as siblings. For Turner, the experience wasn't just strange, it was physically nauseating. However, this could be the exact effect intended by the casting. The best gothic horrors have a way of unsettling the audience, and with well-known Game of Thrones characters like Harington and Turner now playing lovers, the unfortunate casting could work in The Dreadful's favor. Our take on The Dreadful's casting. Sansa and Jon standing together in Game of Thrones. Turner's reaction to The Dreadful's unfortunate Game of Thrones reunion is understandable. Having made her debut on the fantasy series when she was only a teenager, essentially growing up as she formed relationships with the cast, it makes sense that Turner now sees Harington as a bit of a brother figure in real life as well as on screen.